Hello everybody, my name is Jane and I'm with Fosio Law. We are a criminal defense law firm located in Oklahoma City and we help people who have been charged with a crime in surrounding areas. And today I will be asking a question. Hey Marcy, what's the difference between a misdemeanor and a felony?
And I am Marcy with Fosio Law. Today I will be answering the question that Jane just posed. What is the difference between a felony and a misdemeanor? Good question. That's a question that comes up a lot of times when people get involved in the criminal justice system. They could be charged with a felony, they could be charged with a misdemeanor, maybe they just got arrested and they haven't even been charged yet, so they don't know what they're going to be charged with. Jane referenced there's felonies and there are misdemeanors. So there are two different types of crimes in Oklahoma state law, and it's actually specifically set forth in statute. If you go to Title 21, if you're bored today, you can pull out your statute book or just look it up online. And in Oklahoma statutes, if you go to Title 21, Section 4, it specifically says crimes are divided into felonies and misdemeanors. So two different types of crimes. What's the difference? So again, just looking at the statute, let's go to the next section where it provides the definition of a felony. A felony is a crime which is or may be punishable with death, so the death penalty. Don't want to get too heavy here, but basically that's included in the definition of a felony. Punishable with death or by imprisonment in the penitentiary. Title 21, Section 6, definition of a misdemeanor. And it basically says every other crime is a misdemeanor. So basically, if it's punishable by death or imprisonment in the penitentiary, it's a felony. If not, everything else, then it's a misdemeanor. Primary difference is what's the punishment. So a felony has a higher possible punishment, a misdemeanor has a lower possible punishment. So if we go to Section 9 in Title 21, that's the punishment of felonies, and it's again set forth in statute in Oklahoma law. And basically it says, except in cases where a different punishment is prescribed, every offense that is a felony is punishable by a fine not exceeding $1,000 or by imprisonment in the state penitentiary not exceeding 2 years. I hate this statute. It's very misleading. It makes it sound like a felony is punishable up to 2 years. But the most important part of the statute is actually what it doesn't say. In other words, it says, except where a different punishment is prescribed. So if there was a felony and there was no specific punishment set forth in statute, then this statute would kick in. It's sort of like a cleanup catch-all. If there hasn't been a specific punishment declared, then this statute steps up and says, okay, it's up to 2 years and up to a $1,000 fine. But this statute very rarely comes into play because every crime pretty much has its own punishment set forth in the appropriate statute. In other words, if you're charged with robbery, the robbery statute is going to set forth what it is that is what a robbery is, what types of actions consist of a robbery or give rise to a robbery charge, and in that same area of law, it's going to set forth the punishment for a robbery. The easy answer, 99% of the time, a misdemeanor is a crime that's punishable less than a year. A felony is a crime that's punishable by more than a year. If you were charged with a misdemeanor DUI, you're looking up to a maximum of, say it with me, 1 year, and it would be served in the county jail. If you're charged with a DUI felony, it could be over 1 year. At that situation, you're looking at a possible range of punishment up to 5 years. And the reason it's 5 is because that's set forth in the specific statute. The important part for purposes of distinguishing a misdemeanor and a felony is a misdemeanor DUI maximum of 1 year, felony DUI more than 1 year. And again, to get the exacts, that's when we'd go to the statute and look specifically at the DUI statute. What does it say? And for the first DUI felony, it's going to be up to 5 years. But again, the primary difference, the general rule of thumb that is correct 99% of the time, is a misdemeanor is a crime that is punishable by less than a year and it's served in the county jail. A felony is a crime that's punishable by more than 1 year and it's served in the prison. So hopefully that answers your question and kind of gives you some guidance on the difference between a felony and a misdemeanor.
Thank you, Marcy, for explaining that. If you or a loved one has been charged with a crime, we can help. Give us a call. The number is in our description below.